Hello everyone, and welcome back, once again, to Darkwood. I'm not going to bore you with another lengthy explanation of the things that I have to do. You guys have seen enough episodes at this point to know everything that's got to be done. I've got to once again reinvestigate that house at the Southern Pass because you say I've still missed the door that's there. I've got to go back to that camp and try and clear out the dogs there with a Molotov. And of course, most importantly, I've got to see what you're saying about this red egg. An ordinary chicken egg, the only difference being that it's red. I must say, you've piqued my curiosity. Now I'm also going to buy this wire so that I can... Is it worth using this to buy the wire? I do need a lockpick still for the crate near the Wolfman, and I'd like to get as much done today as possible. But 60 for wire, that is kind of a lot. I think I am going to do it. Now, I was also going to buy some boards so I can finish barricading these windows. But, as you said, I can indeed use the saw table outside to cut down some of the logs into boards. That will cost me some gas, but it's probably worth it to save the reputation. Now, what do we have in our inventory? First, let's bench this egg. Can't wait to figure out what this thing's about. Now, we do have 2 Molotovs. I will take 1. That'll be my allowance for going after the dogs. Put this torch back, and let's grab the flashlight for use at the house, because the door must be hiding in the dark if I haven't seen it yet. So far, I've been really conservative with my light sources, but now that I have the light and the lantern, I think I'm going to start using them more, as you guys have said. For the sake of organization, because I've been confused on this before, I'm going to put all my cans of gas at the bottom so that they're all together, and yes, I actually had way more than I thought I did. Okay, I was worried for nothing. I was kind of worried that I was starting to run out of time, where I would have to start using my reputation to buy it. And we'll produce a lockpick with those pieces of wire that I maybe foolishly spent my reputation on. And I think that's going to be about all I need, right? You know what, maybe I'll bring a bear trap just in case we run into another elk. Oh, there's another elk. And there's a dog. Okay, so... Hang on, hold your horses. I don't want to break this plank before I've gotten to the camp, but then again, it feels like, yeah, I think I've overshot the camp. I think, nope, coming out too close to the elk. No, I'm not ready to deal with you yet. It's convenient that you're here. Nope, go away. Go away. Hush, puppy. And I'll take your meat, I suppose, but I haven't really found a good legit use for it yet. I think some of you said that it is like Zomboid, where if I am in the attack position, I'll move more stealthily. Alright, time to find out how good these Molotovs really are. Ugh! Okay, that could have gone better for me. I was way too close. Oh no, am I actually gonna die? Is that enough to kill me? Okay, that could have gone better for little old me. Thankfully, I still have some health left, and there's still 2 dogs. Alright, well, I can take them individually, but I have to be very careful. This could very easily go sideways for me. You appear to be bugging out. Or just glitching out. Bang. And come on, charge. Bang. Sometimes I have to remind myself how dangerous this really is. Shoes. Nothing. You know, sometimes this game gets its oddities in just by the things it chooses to allow me to look at. Okay, so I can't search the tents. Backpack with some gasoline. Has this really been worth it? Backpack with an empty bottle. Some rags. Come on, please give me something to make this worth it. A pot with some meat. I don't know about this one. This doesn't really seem like it was worth the expenditure of the Molotov. Or wire, though. Rag, rag. And that's a full inventory. Yeah, I don't know if this was really worth it. It might have been an absolute value. But I'm not sure if it actually got me anything interesting that I would like to have, except for a little bit of gas. Which I suppose I could use that and the bottle to reimburse myself the Molotov. Let's kind of regroup for a moment. Let's first drink from the well of life, and kind of think through the rest of today's itinerary. I still intend to visit the house at the Southern Pass. Let's put that in. All our loot gets dumped. Now, what can we do with this Molotov? It needs half a tank of gas. Yeah, whatever. Might as well reimburse ourselves for what we lost. Let's also repair our plank. And if we still have enough condition left when we get back from the Southern Pass, we'll use it to take down that elk near the camp, so we can get its delicious, expensive antlers. Locked. I could open it with a lockpick. Is this a new one, or is this still the one by the Wolfman's camp? Have I come down farther than I thought? Unlocked. Ah, some goodies in here. Scrap metal pills, bear trap, gas, matchstick. See, that to me feels a lot more worthwhile than what we got from the camp. Ah, I think this is that poison mushroom field that's just above the Wolfman. Now, one of you did say that I should perhaps search around here a little bit more. Of course, the game is being sneaky, putting it in this densely wooded area. Makes it kind of difficult to see where I'm going. But we found ourselves some poisonous mushrooms. There we go. Alright. This was worth looking around. Let's just be very, very careful coming out. And we're off. Okay, so we've expended our lockpicks, so we can't go for the chest by the Wolfman. But that does mean we can expedite our run to the Southern Pass and see what's going on over there. And this time, I am determined to find what you guys are talking about, unless you've just been trolling me this entire time. Here we are. No matter how many times I come here, I always get super nervous when I hear that music. And it's a very subtle change from the normal ambient sounds, the way it fades in. It actually does an excellent job of getting you to go from relatively calm to suddenly wanting to hyper-focus on what's happening. It's actually very, very brilliant horror music. Another bug. Will I be able to get another shell? Could always use more. Wait, I think I'm starting to see what I have to do. Even without the light. First, let us test out that light. It's a pretty narrow beam. Ah. Yeah, we must not have been here before. I unfortunately can't open that from the side, but... Okay, what else does this get me? Ah, there's a door in here! That's probably what I missed before. I have a feeling I might have been in this room before, but I definitely didn't see that door. Okay, that leads us to the room that we were trying to break into. And there's more of those markings on the ground that, at least to me, look less than random. Wow, this flashlight is draining batteries at an incredible rate. Ah, that is a truly gnarly-looking corpse, but as I stare at it on the ground, you know, I can't help but think back to when we first arrived here, and I could see that chair moving through the cracks in the wall. Ah! No, 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 it wasn't the corpse, it wasn't the corpse, it wasn't the corpse. Okay. Nope, nope, that's not going to be an adequate course of action. Okay. How can I get your attention? Come on. Yep. And dead. Okay, you proved to be a bit more of a glass cannon than I anticipated, but you hit so hard, and you took me by such surprise. A staff made of wood of unknown origin. And now looking at the clock, I've actually spent a lot of time here. I gotta get a move on right after this, which is just as well, because I have to go back and bank my stuff. More rags. And a note, okay. Okay, sadly, I think I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and bank all this stuff, because I don't want to leave a single stone unturned. I imagine that note is probably gonna have the door code or something to that effect. Actually, wait, before I go, do you have a different name besides Savage? No, you're still just a regular Savage as far as the game is concerned. But you had that big head of antlers, like the one that killed me in my house the other night. Alright, let's get out of here. God, the soundtrack in this game, I haven't really commented on it too much, but it's so excellent. I might have to buy it after all is said and done, because it does such a good job of putting you in the mood, while actually having a very subtle transition from where you were before. You often don't even notice that the music is changing while it's happening, and to me, it does such a good job of getting you to, like, hyperfixate and really draw you in. Alright, you got anything I'm interested in, Wolfman? I've still got some antlers that I could sell to you if I need anything. Nothing super valuable. It seems like Bear Trap and Slap to Death is the winning combo. Or maybe Bear Trap and Molotov for tougher enemies. There's usually a winning combo in most games with a well-thought-out combat system. It's kind of like Bioshock's classic Zap 'em and Whack 'em. We should get some crafting done. We're actually starting to run pretty low on space. Alright, let's bank those matches. Everything I'm not going to use right now. Yeah, I'm actually totally out of space. Alright, well, right away I can craft, or I can turn into essence those mushrooms. And we're actually getting very close to dose 2. And what else? We can take a can of gas and dump that into the generator. Actually, you know what we'll do first? We'll take some of these logs, and we'll use some of our gas to convert some logs to planks. Yes, and that'll be enough. That'll be enough logs. That'll be enough to finish boarding the windows, and it'll also be enough to continue fueling the generator, thus freeing up even more inventory space from the workshop. As far as the flashlight goes, I'm actually really concerned with how quickly I used up all that juice. I mean, I have a stockpile of 9-volt batteries, but they're not exactly common either. Yeah, and that should be enough gas for at least 2 nights. And I believe you said that night starts at 20. So what I'll have to do is rush and grab some nails, and then we'll be the most secure we've ever been. I don't have enough nails, sadly. I'll have to buy some more from the merchant in the morning. I was so close, and unfortunately I can't bank any of this stuff either. Alright, well, because it's going to take a second to push all that stuff in front of the door... Actually, I have to pull it out of the way of the door first. So yeah, let's get that generator started. This is the longest we've waited, but that should save us some power, so let's close that door. I wonder if the light pouring out of the generator room actually has an impact on alerting enemies to the area. It might actually be a good thing to keep that door closed. Alright, let's push this out of the way. Come on, don't have much time. Don't have much time. Close that door. And let's drag this wardrobe into the way. Too far. Now, you told me, and I'm trusting you, that darkness inside the home doesn't matter because of the protective substance. I have a lot of advice from the previous part to consider from you guys. And now join me for yet another anxious night. It feels like every time I start to get a little bit more confident, every time I think I know how to survive, it throws something new at me. But what's interesting about this game is that it's not just hostile. That's the thing, is that this world is dangerous, but it doesn't feel like it's just trying to kill me. It feels like it just is. Like, for every time something tries to attack me in here, there'll be something else that is just kind of part of the landscape, like the creature that was sitting on my bed, or whatever that bird thing was in the workshop room the other night. Oh, some of you actually also suggested that I should bunker in different rooms on different nights, just to see if different things happen, so let's try that. It's been a long time since I've seen my friend on the bed, but maybe it'll make another appearance tonight. It seems I've done a rather slapdash job of that wooden barricade, given how much light is getting through. No! I'm not going out there. You want to talk, you come in here to me. Ah, there it is, using that top-down perspective to the fullest again. When I was turned away, it used the fact that it communicates through text to show that it came from right behind me. Now that might have been kind of difficult to convey with actual audio. It came first from directly behind me in the shadows, and then from the other side of the wall. No! I think that was a savage. Now, I should be safe. Actually, that window over there isn't barricaded. These two are, and all three have traps in front of them. Birds. Just like the creature that was here last night. There's something in that corner. There's something in that corner! There's something in that corner! No, 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 no. Do I have that bear trap still? Okay, waiting in that room was not a good idea. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. I don't like how non-corporeal that thing is. It completely bypassed all of my traps. That definitely appeared to be a hostile gesture. Oh, is it mad that I boiled its thing? I think it might be mad that I boiled its thing. Oh, don't you go giving me hope, music. We still got another hour to go. We've still got another hour to go. You can't fool me. Come on. Oh, that was pure terror. Oh, that scared the absolute bejesus out of me. What would have happened if I had placed a bear trap right where you're standing? All right, let's disarm the bear trap. I'm assuming all I get is the scrap metal. That's so lame that I can't disarm it for the full cost. All right, what have you got for me? Now, I found a piece of wire on a run yesterday. So I'm going to buy one, and then that'll make two, and I can make another lockpick to get to the Wolfman's chest. I'm also, of course, going to want to buy a whole ton of nails. I didn't anticipate that I'd be buying all of them, but I clicked each individual time, so here we are. My front door is wide open. At some point during the night, something pushed its way in. I don't think a regular savage would have done that, but I don't think it was the bird creature either, because that didn't seem to have any need to worry about walls and doors. Okay, but we do have what we need to finish our fortifications. For all the good those are doing us. Alright, let's run back up here and get these last two windows barricaded. I'm also thinking maybe we should sell some of our stuff to this trader for the reputation, yes, but also just to free up some inventory space because I'm completely full now. Let's dump you. Dump the nails. Dump the wire. Actually, I'll take the wire so that I can make a lockpick. I do think I need more powerful melee weapons, so I'm not sure if I should be going for one of the weapon frames or the axe blade. In any case, just to free up the inventory space, take these pills and these antlers, and that'll buy us about 130 additional reputation. Which means that tomorrow, or with a couple of additional sales, we'll be able to purchase one of the things we really, really want. See, the thing is, the only reason I really needed reputation with the Wolfman from the start was because I needed that toolbox to upgrade the workbench. And now, oh, I actually need another toolbox. Well, ain't that a thing? That's right, I know where to find another elk. Alright, today's adventure, very much like the last two. Wolfman Chest, House at the Southern Pass, only we'll complete that this time. And maybe swing back around the camp if there's time and grab the elk. Ah. Yeah, that's probably the Wolfman's crate. You know, with all the excitement of last night... Good. I kind of forgot to mention something that's been bothering me ever since I returned to the wedding. So, when I returned there, I didn't find the bride. And I'm assuming that I would have had I pushed deeper into the party and really looked for her. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it was, is I was going to get cornered and then she'd attack. But what if she really is gone? And that's not good news, because in this game, something I've been thinking about since then is, what if she's out here somewhere? And worse yet, what if she shows up at my house in the middle of the night? What if she's angry that I fled our wedding and... I really don't like thinking about that possibility. I really, really don't. Until the next time I see her, until she's dead, I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that. That's going to keep me up every night, as if I had a choice. But I still feel that were she to come barging through those doors, there's not very much I could do about it. Oh my god, I just had the worst thought ever. What if she did stop by last night? The door code is 3333. It can't get any easier. Remember it. I'm not opening that door after dark anymore. I went to get some gasoline from the pig shed. I'll be back after dark. Okay, door code 3333. Can't get any easier, so I will remember it. And what does that do for me? Because I'm pretty sure I was already able to get here. Like, it's a very slight shortcut, I suppose. Maybe it'll account for more once this door to the southern pass is actually open. Maybe this is also the same code? It is. Guys, for the first time, we can enter a new area. Sleeper. And it's holding a map of the forest. Are you the previous occupant of this house? Hey there, friend. Hello. In the last hideout, look for an exit beneath the floor. Okay, thanks. You weren't sleeping after all. Sorry I robbed you. I hope you don't hold it against me too much. What I love about this game... See, I was thinking of just turning tail and running right when it started talking. And yet, I didn't, because what this game does is it poses that perfect balance between horror and self-preservation and curiosity. There's definitely footsteps over there. It presents such a strange and alien world that I have such a desire to know more about, but at the same time makes everything seem so dangerous and foreboding and makes me feel so weak. I have to constantly make that mental calculation. Is it worth gaining that little bit of extra knowledge? And you know, to the game's credit, more and more I'm deciding that, yes, it is worth peeking the blinds to see what's walking around out there. And I really appreciate it for that. There's that noise again. I never got to see what was in those fields, but whatever it is, it's still there. I'm wondering if I should go for a monster hunt, but I feel like that's a dangerous game. Oh, there you are. Let's kind of maneuver around the side, give us time to set up our bear trap. Nope, no, you have to give me more time. You're cheating. You're doing it before I'm ready. Alright, right this way, gent. Come on. No, over here. Yes, thank you. Around the back. And slap. And slap. And slap. And slap. And slap. And slap. Getting a little bit tedious, isn't it? And slap. And slap. Are you tougher than the previous ones? Anyway, slap. Thank you. And we get your antlers. Safe at last. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, we actually got a couple of added journal entries from the Southern Pass. So I'll have to remember to take a look at those. Let's use our looted gas to chop a couple of more logs. Not enough fuel. What do you mean, not enough fuel? Not enough fuel to do that. Oh, I see. I wasn't using the can at all yesterday. Okay, I have to actually manually fill it up, just like the generator. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, let's just dump it all in there because we have plenty in reserve and plenty of logs to cut. Now, if I remember correctly, we got a couple of journal entries from the house at the Southern Pass. Let's just leave you there. I'll take one because I have to repair this board. Let's take a look at that journal. No, there's nothing more. Huh, I feel like I've seen a lot of things that warrant entries. Like, I don't feel like that weird bird creature that 2 nights in a row has visited me in the night. I don't feel like that's worth mentioning. Dear Diary, a bird creature is trying to kill me. It's mad that I ate whatever it dropped. Oh, I see. It didn't add journal entries, it added these locations in the Silent Forest. You know what? I was going to end this playthrough at the end of night 2 like I usually do. But you guys have been watching me kind of wander around this forest for, what, 6 parts now? And I haven't really made all that much progress. I feel like I built myself up now to the point where the game probably will enable me the resources to get to the next hideout. So I'm going to do that in this episode rather than make you wait another week to see it. Now let's make sure I'm prepared for that, though. I've got my board, I've got my flashlight, I've got a 9-volt battery in case that flashlight runs out, a Molotov, I'll probably take a bear trap with me as well. And you said that the workbench upgrades carry with me to every additional hideout? Does the inventory transfer as well? That's going to be a big question. Okay, now it can't be a coincidence that that thing appeared the night before, I boiled whatever it dropped in the corner there, and then it revisited me last night. But also, part of me is saying that it came to me because of the red egg. God, if there really is nothing to this, then you guys have been trolling me very excellently, because I am so curious and anxious about this thing. Also, I just remembered, the other night we had a savage banging on our window. I wonder, does that take damage? It looks like it does. I'm not sure if there's any way to repair it, though. It doesn't really need it right now, but it's something to think about in the future. Alright, 1920, let's get that generator started and close that door. Now that I'm trying to cut it as close as possible in order to save gas, this little journey into the night is going to get a lot more tense. Now, you guys were very, very split on whether leaving lights on drains gas more quickly, but as far as I can tell, there is no way to turn off this wall mount. 20 minutes to go. I'm going to once again close this. And let's run back inside. Run! Run back to the front of the house. I'll never make it. There's only 20 minutes to go. I feel much less secure about this door after what we found last night. I'm hoping that by piling everything on like this, it'll make it harder for something to push in. Perhaps we spend another night in this bedroom. The only thing that makes me so nervous is this blind corner. Ah, that is so creepy to me. The idea that something could be in the room with me, and I wouldn't even see it until it's too late. It doesn't help that now there's precedent for that feeling. I feel like this is a good spot. I have a good view all around to each of the windows and being able to check the trap statuses. And if this door opens, if something comes through, I'll be behind the door. Ready to do my famous back of the head smackety deck. It's quiet so far. What's gonna happen? This really is the cabin in the woods experience. I'm huddled in a corner, and I just jumped at the sound of a twig snapping outside. So since it appears I have a moment, or I'm about to get myself interrupted again because I thought I could discuss something that was on my mind, I was thinking, based on some comments from a few parts ago, about moving this series to a live format. Now, of course I would be focused on not breaking immersion. I would keep conversations with the chat to an absolute minimum, like if I was stuck or something. But I do feel kind of bad how long you guys have to wait for new parts, especially to watch me do basically the same things. Really only once or twice a week. Nope, not answering anymore. In fact, I'm pretty sure that knocking is what happened when I was first introduced to the bride, was it not? Well, the librarian's not here. This guy might actually get in. No, you don't. Oh, I'm besieged on two sides. And those last couple of knocks sounded more like slams. Yeah, something's definitely banging on the front. You know what? I'm starting to think I will place my bear trap. Oh, it might already be inside. Are you pissing off? You really did a number on that window. I'm starting to hear the whispers as well. 3 hours to go, and I gotta be ready to run between rooms when one of these lights goes out, but... oh, what happens? What happens if something has already broken into the front door? Nope. Nope. I really feel beset on all sides right now. Even though I haven't seen a single thing, the noises have been enough to keep me on edge. No, you stay away from me. That was a little bit of a new maneuver you guys just did. You guys seem more frenzied than previous nights. Half an hour to go, come on. I feel like that music starts way prematurely. You could very easily die in the 2 hours or so that are still remaining. And we made it. And gained another 100 reputation with the trader. You guys told me that he restocks every night. So that's very useful to know. I'm of course gonna want some more nails. And, if need be, and I am gonna leave him for now, but if need be, we do have the means. Maybe I'll just take half. If need be, we do have the means to purchase an axe blade or a shovel blade or something to that effect. But in the meantime, I'll just accept the nails and be done with it. You know, people always talk about dark, stormy nights when it comes to that creepy and comfy mood. Personally, I think that rainy mornings are underutilized, or at least people don't talk about them enough. They're quite comfy too. I mean, they give you a couple more hours of darkness. Not pitch black, but, you know, gloom. If you've been up all night and are already in the mood, it's a good time to unwind with some creepypasta. And now, at long last, to prepare my journey to the Silent Forest. I kind of feel like I should leave more of my inventory open in order to scavenge things along the way, but I want to be prepared. So I'm carrying some pills for health. I got a bear trap. The antlers I'm going to sell to the Wolfman before I make my way there. I've got an extra battery for my flashlight, some Molotovs, and do I have a second board? Yeah, I'm going to bring a second board, definitely. And as much as I wouldn't like to... Well, this door actually wasn't broken down. Ah, but it is heavily damaged. We head out on our way. I really hope this poor weather isn't an omen. You know, I have kind of a weird relationship with reading creepypastas on a rainy morning. On the one hand, it can feel like a more lighthearted extension if you've been up all night reading such things. While you may have spent the night huddled in a blanket, fearing every creak and crack and wind howling through the cracks in your window. I feel like there's something about the calmness of the morning light that can put you even more on edge should you decide to continue the activity. I mean, think about it. In every horror movie, there's always that calm, that part where the protagonist thinks that they've won. The morning light is risen and the threat is defeated. But there's always one last accomplice hiding in the closet. Sometimes continuing to read on a rainy morning can evoke that feeling instead of a comfortable one. Yep, I'm gonna sell you these antlers, and that'll bring us just a little bit closer to buying your toolbox, which I'll definitely want in the near future. Actually, it may not be smart, but I kind of feel tempted to sell you the pills. Nope, I'm not selling you the board, I need that. I'm not going to do that for now, but I am happy to have gotten that reputation from you. Only an hour in, and we are already very, very close to the Southern Pass, which will hopefully give us plenty of time to make a beeline for that hideout. Come to think of it, you know what else I should have brought? I should have brought myself some gas as well. Just in case that generator isn't fueled up. What if there isn't any there and I get caught out in the dark? I still have plenty of time for now. That could change. Alright, to make my way to the hideout, I have to head straight down to the south. You're still there? I guess he doesn't mind getting wet. I'm actually gonna... Oh, jeez, it is so dark. I feel so unprepared. Suddenly I feel so unprepared. You're a different doggy than before. You're a different doggy than before. I felt so confident, and it took so little time to shake that confidence. Ow. Ow, you're hitting much harder, and you're much more agile. Why can't I hit you? Die. Come on, I can't hit you. Oh. Odd meat. Okay, yes, this has not gone according to plan. I'm not ready. I'm not ready, but I don't want to disappoint. Oh, I'm so torn. Okay, let's try healing with some of those disposable pills that I don't care about. Let's see what those do for me. Oh! They don't heal, they make me better able to sprint. Okay, well that's a waste. Alright, I'm gonna heal using my only healing item. But to me, honestly, this kind of is no longer an attempt at making inroads to the hideout. This is just a scavenging mission now. I feel like this terrain that I've been used to has deeply spoiled me. Because these are some very, very dense woods. It seems to be opening up, though. God, I'm starting to wish I hadn't picked such horrible weather to set out in. Flashlight out. God, what made these claw marks in the ground? More savages. The more things change, the more they stay the same, huh? This place would make a good hideout. Sure would! Well, that was much easier than I was expecting. Are you still in pursuit? Doesn't seem so. What are these things that I'm pushing along the ground? They look like buckets or bowls? Doghouse with another 9-volt battery? An unfortunate fate for the dog. Another well, which I will need to repair using boards. But I've got all I need right here. Excellent. So I can repair that first thing. Already, we're making this house a home. Ah, and there's a much larger outbuilding than the previous place. This place is feeling like home already. Tractor with some gas and a fan belt. There's our saw, which has some fuel in it already. And there's the generator, which also has some fuel. Alright. Now so far, and I'm fully expecting to eat my words, this place has been much more generous than I've been expecting. I feel like this game isn't necessarily... I mean, I'm not going to say it's not difficult. But it is, thus far, fair. Like, it's not really putting me into too many impossible situations. Like, as long as I prepare, as long as I learn the way of things before I attempt to engage with them, it's been very kind to me. Or, at least fair to me. Now, I think you guys mentioned that I can only have one active workbench at a time. I mean, not active workbench, active oven. So when I start this one, that'll disable the other one, and it'll cease to function as a hideout. Light the oven. And the oven is lit again. Alright, now let's extract 60 essence from the odd meat. It may actually be worth hunting those large dogs if I can find more of them. And we are now prepared. We are now prepared to get another upgrade. Now the question is, what do I want? I need to choose right now. Geez. Navigator, once a day I'll be able to... Okay, I already have that one. So it's between Eagle Eye. I'll be able to see farther. Moth. Once a day I'll be able to heal myself by standing next to an electric light source. And Mushroom Healing. I'll be able to heal myself by eating mushrooms. But presumably that only applies to the poisonous mushrooms, right? Unless there's another type that I haven't encountered yet. Or maybe I can... Maybe I'll be able to eat the ones that I've been finding on the ground until now? Now, Moth may seem relatively useless, but with the well, that effectively means that I can heal twice a day instead of just once for free. Not to mention I can do so in remote locations. And then there's Eagle Eye. I'll be able to see farther, which of course seems useful, but I feel like in a lot of dark areas, it won't be an immediate benefit. All in all, I'm really torn between Eagle Eye and Moth, but I think, perhaps foolishly, I'm gonna go with Moth. What happened to me? What happened to me? Come. I don't want to. Am I in the tunnel? This looks like the tunnel entrance. Shiny stone. Yes, this is absolutely the armored door. I'm in the tunnel entrance, but how did I get here? Come. Come to me. No. Let's pick up the shiny stone. What does that do for me? God, I am so confused. And so apprehensive. What happens if I just go back the other way? It's completely clear to me at this point that getting more essence is tied to the story. What? Shiny stone? No, they have a value of 130 each. There's no way it's just giving these to me. I think this is some kind of anglerfish trap. I think this is some kind of anglerfish trap. I could have gone the other direction, couldn't I? This all feels far too good to be true. I just heard something. It sounded like something big moving through the brush. The only thing I have to go on for direction is these shiny stones, which have added up to an immense value by now. But they're the only direction I have. Oh no. I'm getting bogged down in the water. I hope I remember the way back if I have to run in a hurry. Haven't seen another one of those shiny stones in a while either. What are you? What is that? Oh no, the darkness. I'm just gonna take it on faith that this is a story segment and I'm supposed to die. I have to take it on faith that that's the case. I'm dying. I'm dying. Can I keep it at bay with my light? No, I cannot. I'm doomed. Please tell me this is a supposed to lose fight. Well, it at least seems like my inventory is intact. Bike bell. A rusty bike bell. Someone has attached a note to it. What does it say? More importantly, how do I read it? Alright, well, while we're at it, let's extract a little bit more essence while we can. I can now extract 40 essence from the odd-looking mushroom. Alright, so what about this bike bell? How do I... Maybe I have to put it into my inventory? Yeah, I have to use it. Something is happening. I don't like the sound of that. What? What is happening? Wait. There's something in that room. I've already so readily accepted this place as home that... Oh, by the way, I'm going to have to start grabbing these boards and barricading this place because I don't think it's going to be safe right away. Oh, there's so much happening at once. What's making that bell noise? Oh, close. I thought it was something in the fetal position. Alright, I'll have to pay attention to that later. I've got so much to do. Grab some mushrooms. Oh, I think I've got a long way to go to make this place habitable. I've got to repair these doorways. I've got to barricade these windows. I've got to put some traps down. And the inventory does not transfer. Yeah, we're actually burning daylight. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay here tonight. Wire. Yeah, I could really use that wire. I don't think I had the means to stay here tonight. I think that would be a tactical blunder on my part. But I'm still so curious to learn what's going on with this bell. And why can't I read the note? Yes. It actually said in the next hideout to look for something underneath the floor. Or was it the last hideout? That's what the thing outside the Silent Forest entrance said. Let's get all that essence out of that. Maybe it's a warmer, colder minigame. God, I am enthralled by whatever's going on with this bell. Bravo, game. Okay, let's grab that wire. I think that's going to be all I'm going to be able to take from here. I'm not going to take any boards with me, because I honestly feel like I'm going to need those for when I actually come back here and make this a permanent home. I think that'll be tomorrow, though. I actually don't have a whole lot of time to make it back. But we discovered the path to this place. We've at least figured out some of what we needed to do. We've repaired the well. Wait. That jingling seems louder in this direction. What are you? Bike man. Oh, you're gnarly. Oh, you look deranged. And that's a nice touch, being able to see your other eye in the mirror. And to be honest, with how messed up the one that's facing me looks, it almost feels like he's actually looking at me with the one in the mirror. Hey there, boss. I'll be honest, dear boss. I'm really thirsty, you see. If you could share a refreshing beverage with a weary traveler, I would make it worth your while, boss. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Oh, when life's a bee... we don't say that here. Booze is a must. Alright, well, here, have some alcohol. Ha, good vintage. A bottle a day keeps the monsters away. To your health, boss. If you want, boss, I can bring you junk from the other hideout. Oh, you can? Not right now. Have it your way, boss. Thanks for the booze. If you can't leave the woods, drink up all the booze. Alright, so I guess you're going to be my trader for this area. What do you have to say about the photo of the road? A beautiful road, Mr. Bossman. Long and straight. You'll only find twisted paths in these parts, mister. The man waves his hand sloppily, almost losing his balance. Let me tell you something, mister. A good liquor straightens out all the paths. Every single one of them. Alright, well, I'll keep you at arm's length, but you could be a valuable ally. But you're not a traitor. I wonder if you'll stay here. Okay, I guess you're the guy that moves my inventory around. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to store the bell here. And beyond that, I'm going to make my way back to the original hideout before nightfall. Now, of course, the way through this path may be fraught with peril. It's very dense forests on either side of this house, and it's very easy, if you don't keep your bearings, to get lost trying to make the transition. Here we are. Luckily, fortune favored me this time. We've got a long run. Nope. Die, bug. Ah, got away from me that time. That's 20 good reputation running away. It really is funny how things like this house go from being the ultimate excursion, a dangerous place, back to being somewhere familiar. Like, finding it almost felt like home base after all this time. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier about how enjoyable it is to me that this is a game about learning. It's a game about learning the rules, learning the world and your place in it, and what was once alien and dangerous can actually come to seem almost friendly. But never too friendly. It's never allowed me to get to the point where I feel totally safe, like I know everything. And in that way, I've never felt like an expert. I've always felt like there's more to learn, which keeps me intrigued. It really is a balancing act from the perspective of the developers, and I think they've really found a good place with where they've landed. You know what? I bet that bell acts as like a universal remote. I bet if I were to ring it here, that guy would show up here as well. Now, while it does seem like I'm gonna have to spend one more night in this place, which means we'll have to reactivate the oven, I'm still not sure if that costs me anything. I am not gonna show this night in this video. That'll be the beginning of the next episode. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any suggestions for other videos you'd like me to do, the best place to suggest those is at the Discord at the link in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. And after being complacent for so long, it's starting to feel like the next one's going to be a doozy, so I'm really excited.